Hey there everybody, welcome to Trial Archer Gaming. Today we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Virtually Sealed. Our first brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Series in a little bit, but I want to talk about this. It's not a brand new series in the regular form because it is a redux of Virtually Pro. But Virtually Pro was at a time when I was really deciding in my heart and soul I just wasn't having fun with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I kind of wanted to change that. I wanted to give Yu-Gi-Oh! Another shot, so we're bringing some stuff back. Financially, I'm not in the best place right now, so Virtually Sealed allows me to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Without the physical cards, because it is a virtual series. Now, let's go over the rules. You see them on screen now. All packs and cards are virtual. I just kind of said that, but yeah, that is the first rule and the most important rule. We're not opening any physical packs. That does not mean we aren't opening virtual ones. So, each episode we open 5 random packs. Those random packs are all done through Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, which means we will open random packs for the first 5, but you guys can help decide or give us more packs based on various things, including challenges. More packs are earned via challenges. Each episode comment suggests up to 3 challenges for me to complete. Each challenge ranked on difficulty, easy, medium, and hard. Easy is worth 1 additional pack, medium's worth 2, hard is worth 3. Any failed challenges earn a deletion wheel spin. We'll go over the deletion wheel spin after we fail some challenges. This episode, obviously, we will have no challenges, so there is no wheel spin on the line. But if you guys want to give me challenges, comment them down below. Let's continue about the rules. Matches. Each episode will feature 3 matches. And it's kind of tough, right? Because originally it was one of those things that I kind of was debating about more, but I feel like 3, no matter how I do it, is always the perfect number. And every Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, every TCG series I do, always features 3 matches. And it just feels like 1, if I did 1, I'd have to show the full video, or the full match. 3 matches will allow me to cut it up, make it a little quicker, but we cover more gameplay, and gives us more chances to win and do better. So yeah. These matches are decided by spin on the real matches. That's a very simple wheel. We've seen the real matches before, pretty much. Each win earns us an additional pack in the next episode, and each loss forces us to delete 10 cards from our virtual collection. Now that's tough early on because we aren't going to have many cards to play with. Patreon paid members also get to decide 1 pack for us to open each episode. Obviously, this first episode will be an exception because I'm filming this before anybody knows about it. When it comes down to it, we are going to be using Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, just like we did for Virtually Pro, to open packs, to build a deck. Get straight to it, we are going to open 5 packs and build a deck from it. But hey, what if we don't get enough cards? Well, I'll explain that in a minute as well. Alright guys, so there's a small break between when you saw me record the intro and record this attempt at a pack opening. You see, some reason Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro deck, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro just decided to be dumb. And they had down along this bottom part, right, where, you can actually click to add a random pack or to open a random pack, right? They had a bar, an ad bar, that would not be able to be closed, that actually blocked some of their functionality. My thing is, if you have a website, I don't mind ads. Make sure that they're closable. Or if they're not closable, make sure they do not interrupt a core function of your website, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, minus major points. I'm absolutely pissed. I had to go get an ad blocker. I'm not a big ad blocker guy because it's like, okay, if you have ads, cool. I can close them, or if they don't bother me or they're off to the side, it's like I might look at them, but whatever. But when you purposely have it blocking the bottom where I couldn't even click open random pack, that's ridiculous. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, do better. That's pathetic. So yeah, I'm absolutely pissed. And actually at one point, I was like, do I really just want to add an ad blocker just for this? And I almost didn't. I almost just like, well, scrap this series. I was, honestly, it's so stupid. So we get 5 random packs. So let's add them. We have a Tournament Pack 4. That's not a good sign. Millennium Pack. Dark Revolution Volume 4. Power of the Elements. And Battles of Legends, Heroes Revenge. Now, is that going to be enough for a deck? I don't know. We're actually going to have to open it first. So let's open it and see. This is where we're at a problem. We need a 40 card deck, and any extra deck cards aren't going to help us, right? So yeah, we're just going to have to see here. First one is Rush Recklessly. Okay, so it's a main deck card. Nimble Momonga and Karate Man. Okay, so far I'm okay with this because all of these cards, right, are usable for the main deck. Millennium Pack. Okay, only 5 cards. We're only at 8 total. This is not good. So we have extra deck card, Nightmare Reel, technically a main deck card, Celtic Guardian, and Ring of Destruction. All right, so not good so far. Yikes. All right, opening pack number 3. Okay, Dark Revelation Volume 4 is nice because it has a lot of cards. So let's start off. Shattered Axe, Conscription, Full Salvo, Death Croaking, Gateway to Dark World. Can we get monsters? Power Capsule. Oh, Water Dragon. A Fusion, so we have an extra deck card. Mad Lobster, Ring Catapult, Scar, Scout of the Dark World, and Destiny Hero Captain Tenacious. This adds a bunch, but yeah, we'll have to see. Power of the Elements. I don't think we're going to have enough for a 40 card deck, but we'll check. A Synchro, Elements, Meta Noise, Bonus Self, Ravenous, Sprite Pixies, Iceblade Creation, Tier Elements Mural, Merly, Hydrolander Orbit, and Scareclaw Lightheart. An ultra rare, but unfortunately an extra deck card and a link. And then Heroes Revenge is 5 cards. I don't think we have enough for a playable deck. We may have to do one more pack. TG Metal Skeleton, Battle Wasp, Twin Bow the Attacker, White Dragon Rivenburster, Shadol Falco, and Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. Obviously, we're going to add this to the collection, like all the cards. And it's only 34 cards. Now, we know 1, 2, 3, 4 of those cards aren't playable. So we need 10 more cards. So what we are going to have to do is add and open another pack because we need to have at least a deck. Doesn't have to be good, and it doesn't have to have all usable cards. It just needs 40 main deck cards. So we are going to go back. We already added to collection, so going to go back to the pack opening thing. And we need to randomize one pack that's Hidden Arsenal 5. Ooh, Steel Swarm. That may have a lot. Okay. So we're going to open this one. It's only 5 cards. We're going to have to open another. All right. Now, can all these please be main deck cards? Laval Force Sprite. Vylon Charger. Laval Warrior. What is that? Prominence Molten Swordsman. And a Ritual. But it is a main deck card. So we'll add that to the collection. I think we only at 35 main deck cards. So we do in fact have to go and open another one. This will probably be our last pack. So can we get a good one? Lightning Overdrive. Not really, but as long as we don't get a bunch of extra deck cards, we're fine. Starry Night Seal. S-Force Dog Tag. Amazement Special Show. Judgment of the Branded. Zexal Alliance. Oh, there is an extra deck card. But we easily have enough for the main deck. Dark-Eye Nightmare. And Albion. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to add this to the collection. And we are actually going to go look at the collection really quick. So, here it is. So, obviously, we'll have an extra deck featuring Albion the Branded, Black Skull Dragon, Elemental Hero, Necroid Shaman, Mary Melfi's, Scarlight Lightheart, Scareclaw Lightheart, I said Scarelight, Starmine, you know. We're going to have a weird extra deck, not really usable, I bet, but we do have 48 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these cards are extra deck cards. Wait, did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I did. All right, so out of those 48 cards, 6 are extra cards. So that means we have 42 cards here. Now, looking at this, there's not a lot of useful cards. But we do have 2, I believe, ritual monsters that we do not have ritual spells to. So I might not include Dark Master Zork and Evagishki Soul Ogre into the deck. And I might just use every other card. So I'm going to go build this deck and look through the cards and see how messed up we are. And then we'll get to the battles after we spin the wheel. It's time to spin the wheel matches before we go over the deck. Now, I got to be honest, the deck doesn't look great. But maybe if we get lucky, we might have a slim shot. So let's spin and see what we get. Be nice, be nice, be nice. No. All right, so we have hard. 1 match against a friend, which, yeah, I'm going to ask them to throw as hard as possible so we have a shot. And then 2 randoms. Yikes. This may not go pretty, guys, but hopefully everything works out. Next, we'll look at the deck profile. All right, guys, we are here with our very first deck profile of Yugioh Virtually Sealed, and it's not good, but there are plays, weird enough. So, starting off, we have Battle Wasp, Trinbo, the attacker. During the main phase, you can special summon this card from hand. Also, you cannot special summon a card from the extra deck. It's okay. Except for insect monsters, you can only use the effect of it once per turn. This card can make the second attack. Pretty much, if there's an opening where we can special summon, this can hit twice, so it's like 2k worth of damage. It can weirdly be a closer. So yeah. Then we have Dark Eye Nightmare, 1700 attack monster. Once per turn, if this card would be destroyed in battle, you can banish 1 trap from the graveyard instead. We do have a number of traps. You can banish up to 3 traps to apply effect. Draw 1 card to place 1 card, top of the deck. Draw 1 card, draw 2 cards, and discard 1. So he actually has some synergy with the traps we have. So it's not awful. And he's a 1700 beater. Next up is Destiny Hero Captain Tenacious. Once per turn, your standby. You can target 1 Destiny Hero in grave. We don't have another one. And if you control this face-up card that was destroyed, special summon that target. We don't have another one. So he's just kind of a guy. Yeah. Hydralander Orbit. If you have 4 more monsters graveyard, no monsters in the graveyard with the same name, we don't have a single one. Contribute this card, activate the top card of your deck, it goes to the number of monsters grave. If you 2 more monsters are excavated, and all excavated monsters have different names. Add 1 of those monsters to your hand, place the remaining cards on top of your deck in any order. You can banish this card from grave, target 1 monster to graveyard, place it on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, he's a lot of text for just saying he's a 1500 defense monster. Iceshade Creation, Agro Cassius. He is a tuner, but because of his level, not going to happen. He's a 2 tribute. This card's crit with to a monster. The crit monster gains 400 attack and defense for each banished. Only use the following effect once per turn, and only once a turn. If this card's in your hand or graveyard, during the damage step, a quick effect, you can target 1 Ice Jade. We don't have another one. Crypt this card to it. When this card is crypt to a monster, you can special summon this card. Would be cool if we had another Ice Jade. We don't. So yeah, he's just a 2 tribute 2k, which isn't the best. Karate Man, you can double the attack of this card once per turn, then destroy it. So again, just another, like, if we can have him and Battle Wasp, that can be 4k to someone's face. Laval Forest Sprite is our first tuner, and at 2-star, it actually does fit pretty well. There is another 2-star tuner we'll talk about here in a moment, but we only have a number of 2 stars to pair them with. So Laval Forest Sprite, when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, all face-up Laval monsters currently controlled gain 200 attack. It's sent, so even if we tune it, it should trigger. The only other Laval we have, though, is Laval Warrior, who's an 1800 monster. He's just kind of a beat stick. When this card destroys the opponent's monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack destroyed monster. You must have 4 or more Laval different names. Can't activate the effect. We only have 2. He's just a beat stick, like I said. Nimble Mamanga, we all know Nimble Mamanga by now. Prominence Molten Swordsman is another beat stick. He does work with the Lavals. Once returning during either player's turn, you can banish the Laval, gain 300 attack. So we do have 2, so yeah, but he's an 1800 beat stick. As for Dog Tag is a 1 tribute. During your main phase, your opponent can activate the effects of monsters in the same column. Opponent normal or special summons a monster where you control an S-Force monster. He's the only one. You can special summon this card. He's just a 1 tribute defensive guy, or 600 beat stick if it's over a bad 1 monster. So yeah, we'll see. Scar, this is one of the 2 stars we can synchro with Sprite, and our next 2-star synchros right next. When this card destroyed battles in the graveyard, add 1/4 lower Dark World monster. We don't have it, so yeah, he's kind of useless. Shadal Falco is our other tuner 2-star. Now, obviously, you can target 1 Shadal monster grave. We only have him, special summon. Effect's useless. Pretty much Shadal Falco is a tuner only. And the only other 2 stars we have in this deck, or, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to call it a deck, but yeah, Sprite, but that's another tuner, right? Nimble Momonga. We have Scar Falco, who is a tuner. Pixies, TJ Metal Skeleton, Merly, and that is it. So, yeah, we wouldn't need hope to forward to something. Next is Sprite Pixies. If you control a level 2 or rank 2 monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Sprite Pixies once during turn. If another level, rank, or link 2 monster you control, nope, I went off the card. Special summon this card. Whoa. Okay, hello, I'm over Pixies. Can you show it? You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Pretty much, send a hand from the graveyard. That monster you control against attack and defense equal to opponent's monster attack until the end of the turn. Literally, Pixies plus any of our 2-star tuners is immediately one of our 4-star synchros, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Starry Night Seal's 1700 kind of beat stick. He does have an effect to return 1 Starry Night, but he's the only one, so yeah. TJ Metal Skeleton is 1100 monster who is pretty much only a 2-star for tuning. If a monster on the field is destroyed by battle opponent card effects, you can special summon this card from your hand. If a TJ monster you control would be destroyed, you can banish it. We only have this 1 TG, but he can special summon himself if another is destroyed. So he's like another kind of special summon option to get a synchro play going. Merly, if this card's normal special summon, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to grave. If this card is sent to grave by damage effect or by card effect, except during damage step, fusion summon. We don't really have any true fusions we can do, but yeah. Vernon Sofa, the Thawning Mountains, 1100. You can discard this card, add 1 monster for Vernon Sofa card. Draw 1 card and special summon 1 Earth monster from your graveyard. He doesn't have much synergy, but yeah, he's just kind of there. He's Winnie the Pooh. How can you hate him? Violon Charger will face up light monsters. You can control again 300 for each crypt spell. Guess how many crypt spells we have? That's right. W-Wing Catapult, we kind of know him. Kind of not that useful. Water Dragon is completely useless, but I thought it'd be better to and kind of cooler to run him over one of the rituals. So yeah, White Dragon River Burster. I'm glad this card's back because I completely panicked for a second. I was like, wait, this card's banned, isn't it? Like, no, it's not. It's okay. Woo! Obviously, we don't have a Black Dragon Collapsed Serpent, so it's kind of just here is a 1700 beat stick. Celtic Guardian, Mad Lobster's Mad Lobster, Amazement. Special show. Guess what? Target 1 Amazement. We don't got one. Useless card. Birth. Target 2 fire monsters, 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner with 200 defense. You grave. Banish both monsters, but summon 1 fire synchro. Funny enough, this isn't useless. Because you special summon, they don't have to equal the. Oh wait, it does have to equal the levels. Never mind, it is useless. Because why this is 200? Oh wait, do we not have another 200 fire? No, never mind, it is useless. Never mind. I thought all evolves had 200 defense. I misread that card. Death Croaking useless. Get rid of Dark World. We have 1 Dark World card. Guess it's not completely useless since it's a 2-star. Power Capsule useless. Ravenous Vendread useless. Out of all the rituals we got, we didn't get a Vendread, so that could have been useful. Rush Recklessly is Rush Recklessly. Sky Striker, a Mobilize Engage. If you control no monsters through Spain, add 1. Yeah, we don't have Sky Striker, but it's a nice card to have. Conscription isn't useless, but it's not great. Full Salvo isn't useless, but it isn't great. Judgment of the Brand, target 1 level higher fusion monster you control. We don't really have any of those. I mean, we do, but we can't really summon them. Nightmare Reel, not useless. Ring Destruction, not useless. Shattered Axe, not useless. Tier Elements, Meta Noise, control Tier Elements monster, target 1 face of monster your opponent controls, change it to face down defense, and 1 Tier Element monster. Pretty much it's technically has play with 1 Tier Element. Merly. She's adorable, but the chances of them working together. And then we have no Exceed monster, so Zexal Alliance is completely useless. Now for the X deck, we have Albion, who we don't have a Fallen Valvez, so yeah. Black Soul Dragon, we don't have either of those. And Elemental Hero Necro Shaman, we have neither of those. Now going to our synchros, we have Merry Melfies, right? If this card is special summon, target one face-up monster on the field, return to the hand. If your opponent normal special summons a monster except during the damage step, or an opponent's monster attacks this card target, you can return this card to X deck. Then you can special summon Melfi succeeds. We don't have that, but it's a pop and a 1500 monster. It's not useless. And then Starmine is the other one. 1/2 1 non-tuner. You can special summon. Only special summon Starmine once per turn. If this card in its own possession is destroyed by opponent's deck or card effect, take 2,000 damage. Inflict 2,000 to your opponent. If opponent's monster. If a monster in this card's adjacent zone is destroyed by opponent's attack or card effect, destroy this card. If you do, take 2,000 and inflict 2,000. It's just kind of an explosion card, but you know what? Because we have monsters that can, you know, like Battle Wasp or a Karate Man who could do 2k to the face if we can, this isn't awful, right? And then Scareclaw Lightheart, one Scareclaw monster, and or Visa Starfrost. For this card's Link Summon, you can only use it. Literally, we do not have a Scareclaw monster, right? Yeah, I don't think we do. So, kinda useless. But, you know, it's a pieces, right? Not to be mean, but there are weird pieces here. We have a Sky Striker card. Sky Striker wouldn't be completely awful. We have a number of branded things. We have, you know, some decent, like, individual pieces, Ring of Destruction, Rush Recklessly, stuff like that. We have a couple tier elements. You know, we have a couple dragon stuff. We have a Scareclaw card, you know, like I said, the tier elements. We have a Sprite card. Shaddoll is technically an option. You know, there's stuff here that could somehow form stuff depending on random packs. But guys, this is the deck we're using. We have 2 random opponents and 1 friendly match. The friendly match is going to be the easiest match as I can make it. And we'll just see how the randoms do. Let's get to the matches. All right, guys, we have our first match against a rando, and yeah, it's gonna go exactly as you think it is. Yeah. And I just said GG's, lol. Because, like, honestly, what are we gonna do against this deck, right? It's absolutely just gonna decimate us. And all this is going on my turn. Like, it's our turn. You know, I was like, okay, I think I'll go to in turn, and he's like, nah, it's now our turn, comrade. It's like, okay, it's our turn, cool. I'm not gonna do anything. But was I really expecting to be able to do anything? No, not really. And I was like, it's a sealed only series, dude. Like, just finish me, bro. Go ahead, just destroy me. And yeah, he pretty much combos off, does his thing, and even though I think he pretty much has, you know, enough to go ahead, but yeah, he starts adding stuff, you know. He's doing Vanquish Soul stuff. Whatever. So yeah, eventually he does attack, brings me down, and okay, cool. Activates, burns me. His turn, activates, burns me. And there's the first match. So, or the first round of the first match. Second round of this match. Terminology is so rough since I've been out of it for so long. I was just like, you know what? I'll conscription for the hell of it. We get Nibiru. And I was like, oh my god, I was so shocked I didn't even collect Ritter Pardon for a minute. But then I was like, yeah, he's gonna pop in 30 seconds. But, yeah, fair enough. And I just led Celtic Guardian because it was like, hey dude, this is a deck you're facing. Just defeat me. Right? Like, let's not waste time. Just kick my ass. It's that simple. And yeah, so he actually takes a little bit of time. I don't know why, like, I did speed this up a significant amount, but he really was taking his time. He really was thinking about what he was going to do for moments. Like, this is sped up 350%, but at some moments it's sped up even further. Because I'll go through and some of the really like slow parts, I still want it to feel like it took a little bit of time, but not significant. So I will straight up speed it up. And in this case, it was heavily sped up. Like, yeah. So, I mean, obviously it's a Vanquish Soul deck. You know what's going to happen with it. You know it's going to be a loss. But you know what? It could have been worse. You know, it could have, no, it couldn't happen. But yeah, he finally attacks. And I'm like, okay, dude, you know, do your thing. And I was like, okay. Am I going to be able to summon and attack and, you know, be like, okay, dude, come on. Let me just attack your monster. You know, let me just go in and swing in. And I was like, let me crash. I was like, come on, just let me crash. And then he let me. I was like, yeah, crashing. And I was like, okay, buddy, your turn. Just finish me off. You know, just do it. I was hoping he would switch Dr. Madlove into attack to finish me, but yeah. All right, so we're down 0-1 in matches out of the 3, and so that means 10 cards as of right now have to be deleted, which is not the best thing ever, but, you know, it is what it is. We can't all have good matches. And this week, the first episode really tests my patience in a lot of things, in a lot of regards. Right? It was not easy. The website was messing up, and hopefully it doesn't mess up in the outro, but I haven't recorded that yet, so we'll see. Yeah, just a lot of shenanigans going on, which is very unfortunate. But at this point, he kind of, again, I want to make it feel like it's not super long, but anytime there's a waiting for the opponent moment, like, you can see with the clock, sometimes it ticks down significantly. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes you can see it super sped up to indicate, hey, yo, this guy's taking forever, you know? And at 350 times speed, sometimes or higher, it's crazy. So it's Cyber Dragon, right? We just led Merle just because I wanted to see what we could get off the top of the deck, and I even made a comment about it in the chat, like, ah, man, you don't want to see what random sealed only cards I have in this deck? But yeah, dude was just, none of the guys responded today, which is sad. I love when people can talk and have a little bit of fun. And yeah. So second match, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna have some fun. I didn't get a monster. I hate that ads pop up during matches. Stupid change, and it makes me not want to use this program anymore. But I decided description, and last match we got Nibiru. This match we get Ash Blossom. What hand traps are we getting with conscription? That's funny. But yeah, I mean, we know what deck this is, right? We know it's going to destroy us. We know it. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, dude, just let's hurry up and finish this up. And, you know, he's going to do his Sidra stuff. It's whatever. My only hope right now is, like, I know I want to lose this one. You could just tell from the deck and our deck in comparison. And so my only hope, right? The only hope I have is truly that third match against Friendly. A nice friendly match against a friend. That's it. That's our hope. That's our only opportunity. Unfortunately, we have to sit through and wait for this. Like, this guy literally, okay, I have 1800, cool. It's not the end of the world, but dude, you could do so many things. He should know by now from the cards I'm playing who runs conscription, right? Like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Sometimes these guys still act like every single play, like you have to play the most. I understand wanting to play optimally to learn, but when you notice a guy is running a dumb deck like I am, have fun with it. Just, yeah, he pops everything. So I was like, I'll rush recklessly. I'll boost up your Cyber Dragon. Sure, why not? You know, I'll have fun. I don't know why he put his fusion in defense when he could have just, like, finished it, but whatever. He attacks with the stronger monster for some reason, which didn't make sense. Could have got extra damage. But I was like, okay, salvo. And he won't even let me salvo, dude. Pause to read the card. It's going to do 200 damage, and you're going to see I had an Ice Jade. So whatever, we go 0-2. I have to get rid of 20 cards at this point. Final match against Friendly Duelist. Not starting off with a single monster is rough. So I ring a destruction, hoping to get tempo with my next draw, and there is none, which is unfortunate. So he swings in, and I'm like, okay, what was that pause? What? He's using starter deck Yugi. And so I was like, oh, maybe Dragon Capture Draw. And so I was like, oh, I'll swing in. Nope, it was reinforcement. So at this point, I know I'm cooked. Advantage is dead. He pops that accidentally, and I'm like, oh, whatever. It's banned, but we're not using a ban list for these fun matches, so you can experience the full deck. So we go 0-1 in this you know? And I'm like, okay, I start with monsters, bunch of dead back row cards, but I hate that ads pop up during matches. It's stupid. So I'm like, okay, I go swing in. He activates Dragon Capture, so I'm like, okay, whatever. He still takes 500. He fissures, and I'm thinking, oh no. Sage hits me. I'm like, okay, nothing good here. Momonga set. I'll gain 1,000 life back. And he removes the own trap. I'm like, why? Oh, he's summoning his Curse of Dragon. Cool. Must have not had that in his hand, and he drew into it and was like, oh, I can pop it. So I went into battle. Karate Man was supposed to crash. And I realized I have to activate this effect before and just completely threw. So at this point, I knew it was a loss, so I popped and just GG's. We have to get rid of 30 cards. All right, guys, we went 0-3 today, which is rough, but hey, it's the first episode. Each loss makes us have to get rid of 10 cards, which means right now we're at 48 cards. We need to get down to 18. So obviously, cards that have 0 use to us should go, you know, right? So we go into edit mode and, you know, let's check some cards to get rid of them. So Black Skull Dragon, obviously, Dark Master Zork. You know, we're gonna get rid of the cards that just either aren't good or don't help us at all. And right off the bat, we're gonna look at, you know, just really awful cards that give no benefits to existing, right? So obviously, right off the bat, we can delete a couple. So, okay, for some reason this thing's busted. So we went down to 41. Again, we have to get to 18 cards. God, what is going on with this website? Hello? So Death Croaking's another one that should go. Man, I should just really mass delete a bunch of these. I'm thinking about cards that have absolutely no good use. Of Gishki, Soul Ogre, like ones that won't help us right now. Gateway to a Dark World, Hydrolander Orbit, Ice Jade Creation just isn't really worth it. Dang. Ravenous Vendread, I think we'll delete that for right now. Dude, what is going on with this website? I'm constantly having to refresh. It's freaking out. What in the world? Dude, is this website broken? Oh my god, it's actually kind of pathetic. Wow. Interacting with this makes me not like want to cancel the series with how bad this website's acting. It's actually... Dude, look at that. Look at that. It's starting to freak out. What? Okay. We still have so many cards. We gotta get down to 18. Let's just start clicking. Cards that have some use to us, I am gonna keep. But any cards that in the meantime do not seem to have any use, we will get rid of. Albion's a really powerful card and I do kind of want to hold on to it. But like at the same time, is it really worth it to keep a useless card? Like, right? Dog Tag is one we could definitely get rid of. Lightheart is another good card, but it's like, do we get rid of it because it doesn't help us right now? TG Metal Skeleton can go. Meta Noise isn't that useful. Merly isn't that useful. Ring Catapult isn't that useful, so we can delete a couple. And the website's freaking out again. What in the world is going on, dude? Okay, so we're at 28 cards. We need to get rid of 10 more to get to 18, because we were at 48. 10 more cards. I mean... Karate Man is interesting because he can boast up to 2k, but then he explodes, leaving us vulnerable. I'm going to get rid of him. I'm going to get rid of like Full Salvo. I think I'm going to get rid of Scar. I think I want to get rid of Mary Melfi's. It's just not that useful and it's very easy to get. Starmine is at least 2k. Burn Sylph, I guess I will get rid of that. Oh, this is tough. Dude, it is just bugging out. Okay, that time it seems to have worked. I don't know why it's freaking out, but it did. All right, okay, we're at 23 cards. We need to get up to 18. We got to delete 5 of these. I know it's probably simpler than it thinks, but I want to keep the 2-star tuners. I want to keep Pixies. I mean, Celtic Guardian isn't the best, truth be told. So let's get rid of him. Let's get rid of Judgment of the Branded. Even though it's a good card, I think we can get it quite easily again. So that's 2 out of the 5 we need to get rid of. I guess Shattered Axe, that's 3 out of the 5. Damn. Engage, I guess. Because what's the chances we get a lot of... You need like Olaf Sky Striker to make it work. So that's 4 right now out of 5. We need 1 more. And I guess Nimble Momonga. By itself, it's not that useful. So we're at 18. So right now, guys, the only cards left in our collection are these 18 you see in front of you. Which is kind of bad that I kept 3 extra deck monsters, because that means we only have 15 cards out of a 40 card deck. So I need to go edit the decks right now, guys, but let me know what you think about the series. This episode was really weird. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro has been really bad. You saw the glitching right there where I had to constantly refresh, the flickering. I don't know what that was about on the website, but I had a lot of issues with it, and that's really putting the series in jeopardy. But let me know what you guys think down below. Until next time, tag out. I want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon members. Urza and Scott, you're amazing. If you guys want to check out Patreon and join it to get a shout out at the end, check Patreon down in the link to the description below. And you can, also like Scott did, make me re-record this.